There are places in America where history is not past. It is present. It lives in the roads, in the land, and in the promises never kept. Sandbranch, Texas is one of those places, a freedmen's town in Dallas County, founded by formerly enslaved black families. Sandbranch has spent generations surviving what should have never been denied: water, infrastructure, and dignity. These films were captured across years, not as nostalgia, not as spectacle, but as witness.
Hey, G.
How y'all doing?
All right, you all right? Good. Have a good one.
So you usually use this metal thing over here?
Yeah, that tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a smaller one.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you work it? So this last time we came and went to a well, it was a well.
That was the guy right there.
Okay.
With the
He didn't have none of this. He just had a well.
Yeah, mine was just a tank in my piping, but it pushed out more the pressure on it because they had a stronger motor.
Oh, okay.
And
you put this together yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does it, so when you turn it on, we'll see how it goes? Let me get that y'all with you.
That's the problem. Don't pull it up and you got no pressure.
Come up here and everything.
No, because I got a filter on it. See that filter in between it? Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
So it's more soft, but it's like different places. This is what well water.
No. No, just
He's been here since the 60s, so
yeah, it's been the same.
he ain't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He ain't.
Yeah, and then with the place being down here, I feel the environment so safe. I bring my kids down here so they can live and get out the danger up there. Everybody see that.
The last time, yeah. It came from the last time they were playing. Yeah.
So this goes to the house. You take a shower, hot stone water, and everything.
Beautiful inside. It's really nice home inside.
Hot water.
Hook it up to the hot water and get the cold.
And so would you rather you be hooked up like people in the city is hooked up than doing
Yeah.
That would be better?
Yeah, it would be right. Better.
Would you accept septics? Like
septic
if
tank.
it was septic tanks, but you still have piping and stuff. That's
Yeah.
would be okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know?
90s.
Right.
Years old, we getting all these water bottles. So she's like, I really want a place for us to just be able to get all of our donations from one spot. So like a part of this new little coalition we building is having like, okay, how can we make this work where they can also have access but coordinate all the drop-offs and stuff, because you know, we're a little bit younger and a little bit more tech savvy than 80, 90-year-old person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she was saying like, I want one like in front of the church. So now I see that's what she was talking about.
Let me ask you a question. So we were over there, we were talking, and you had a letter that you were handing, and an envelope came in. It was your envelope. What was that you were sending them?
So I went through and I wanted to find all the property owners. Super hard. The county was not helpful. And I thought that maybe I could find the original deeds, but there's probably only like 10 deeds actually logged in the system. So what I did is I went through the appraisal district website. I put in this address to the church. Then you can switch over to the map, and we went plot by plot and found out whose name is listed and their address. There was no numbers, no emails, so that's why I had to pay all that money to USPS to mail off these letters. Then we cross-checked it with all the tax records to make sure it's the same person, and now it's all getting delivered right now because everybody, of course, don't live here, but a lot of them actually don't even live in the state of Texas. There's some people in like the Atlanta area or just really, really north or just really, really south Texas, and I just want them to know like, hey, have you heard anything about in regards to your land? Do you know what's going on?
Right.
Or are you just paying like, okay,
Right.
I'm just paying because I want to hold on to it. So that's what that's all about, just to make that initial contact to let
Right.
them know.
Look at that.
JK, you don't need this no more.
No, okay.
So what is that?
This is a letter because I've been mailing all the residents who live in the area so they could just be informed and be a part of it because it's their house, you know? And then that's my number and then that's my contact.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
It's just all how you doing that.
All right, man. You'll
It
be
really was. It just keep working out for me, you know? Like I found the article and I was curious and I kept digging and I just kept digging and I just kept digging and then I just kept digging and then I'm on the phone. Secretary of State, so I have a question about this. She's like, what's the code? Hold on, let me flip my notebook. It's this and what you mean you don't got the record? All right, I'm about to drive up to Dallas.
Let me ask you a question. So you say people are coming from over there to over here to get water. Because y'all
Yeah.
have the wells and digging a well ain't easy.
We're me and Miss Ford is the only ones I think that has well.
Can we see a well?
Yeah, it's down here. It's not on the property, but it's down.
How far down is it? Not real far?
It's right here.
Okay.
Sands not truck or whatever. And it's in the middle of nowhere, basically. You know what I mean? And we have to go through weeds and everything to get to our well. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
And here we just turn up.
Here's something.
This is the well right here.
Yeah.
To keep it.
Keep the water out.
The rain and the difference through it to, you know what I mean? Because we have a filter down there, but as far as us feeding and watering our hogs and dogs and different things like that or whatever, this is the main purpose of, you know what I mean, us living. You know what I mean? Because we're off of the city and you know what I mean? We have to cut all it, like, we hadn't maintained it yet. But, as you see, I'm standing in the middle of a race of weeds, you know what I mean? And to try and keep this from being put into the water, you know what I mean? And everything, because we bathe with it, you know what I mean? And to know that, we had to build a shelter over it to even keep it clean. You know what I mean? This is not life. You know what I mean? But hey, you have to get it how you live, though. I have a 17-year-old son that goes to school at Seagoville, and that's it. That's the way we live. You know what I mean? It's not good. It's not good to talk about, you know what I mean? It makes me upset to even think that, you know what I mean? It's like this, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people need to do more, you know, the state, the city, everybody needs to do more to help people back here because we're families back here. And we live our lives, you know what I mean, to raise our animals and to make it the best we can, you know. But how live like this, you know?
Sandbranch was never just a forgotten town. It was a neglected one. And like so many black communities across this country, it was expected to endure quietly. But stories like this do not disappear just because the cameras leave. They continue in the waiting, in the organizing, in the pressure-placed systems that were never built to move quickly for us. By 2023, something had begun to shift. The language changed. Officials came to the table. And for the first time in a long time, the promise of water and infrastructure was spoken out loud.
Sure. So we're trying to bring water and basic services to the people here in Sandbranch. As far as I know, Sandbranch, there are other communities in the country that have issues with water, but Sandbranch is the closest community to a big, rich urban area that has never had running water. They've had well water. It was poisoned, it was contaminated by industrial uses years ago, but they've never had that running water. And here they are. You can stand on a hill and see downtown Dallas. And so we want to bring those basic services to the people here in Sandbranch. And this is something that happens throughout the United States in small rural areas where the federal government steps in to help make water, sewer, and things affordable for people. And that's what we're doing now. Now, in order to do that, we had to start up a water board, so that's what we had the meeting on today. But you had the regional administrator of the USDA, the Department of Agriculture here. They have millions of dollars to bring water to people. You had the regional administrator for several states for the Environmental Protection Agency. That is the emissary from the Biden administration for environmental justice. And so looking to not say, how much money do these people have, and is it worth our time to get them water, as had happened in years past, but saying, what can we do? These people have not had environmental justice and fair treatment. What can we do to bring them these basic services that people need to live? So I don't know the timeline at this point. What will happen first is the board will have to ask for money, and we'll be able to get it, to have an engineering study to see what needs to happen and how best to go forward. And then once we have that, then we'll have some idea of how long it will take to build what is needed. But as far as getting money, we hope that will happen very soon.
Well, here we are again, headed back out to Sandbranch, Texas, a Texas town with no running water. How did we get here? A whole town with no running water? Man, Dallas is one of the richest cities in the United States. So what happened? Well, according to Wikipedia, Sandbranch is an unincorporated community in Dallas County, Texas. The Sandbranch community has long been considered one of the poorest areas in Dallas County. The community was formed for free people of color, but some of the original families have been forced out by poor living conditions and are forced to sell their land for as low as $300. Absolutely no water infrastructure exists in Sandbranch due to its unincorporated status. And the wells that the people are using have non-potable water due to decades of contamination. But today, we're here to learn about a solution called hydro panels.
Good to see y'all. Glad to see somebody can fill me in.
Did you tell them how you like the water? You like the water?
Well, that's good. It's the sun.
Is it?
The sun got to be beaming.
Yeah, you got a lot of shade trees.
Yeah,
That's Mr. Ricky.
Hydro panels in a shaded area. It's not going to produce much water because it's not having access to the sun.
Right.
So they spoke to him.
And this is
They talked,
Tanette
they
Bird
came out,
with
and
Movement
they
Strategy
got
Center
trees cut back
and
where
director
they
of
are.
Until
Unless they were
Justice
able to
Court.
move it on that land next to yours, I don't think it's gonna-
And she's here with her team to introduce us to hydro panels.
has to have-
Hello. Hello.
This is Sister Bean.
How you doing?
Judith. Nicole. You know Miss Jackie.
I get to see
And Marcus. And you know Mr. Chambers. AKA Red.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's
Sister
good.
Bean.
That's good.
Sister Bean's been here since 1950s.
Oh Lord, when did I come out here?
I thought you told me.
Yeah, but been so long.
Long time, long time.
Yeah.
They said Sister Bean raised everyone out here.
Right on.
Yeah, I used to keep sure.
Oh, beautiful.
But these are the hydro panels.
According to Google, the Source Hydro Panel is a technology that incorporates multiple patented inventions alongside proprietary trade secrets, making it a one-of-a-kind renewable water technology that uses the power of the sun to extract clean, pollutant-free drinking water from the air. But how does one afford such a device?
Oh, that is dope. So it is no charge for the
Oh, it's no charge.
Wow. You heard that right. The hydro panel technology is absolutely free to the residents of Sandbranch, Texas, through the Movement Strategy Center. Emerging technologies are in the battle to save disappearing towns.
Giving you the floor to introduce yourself and the work that you and the other staff at ETA were doing out here.
Yeah, so just through one more, but just through I've been working with my professor Ari and a grad student Josh and kind of just the rest of us students and just going around doing surveys and interviews, trying to get information on the community, just so we can have like a base, a foundation of all the data and how people live. Do they have access to water, electricity? How do they get around, like transportation stuff? So we are hoping that maybe in the next month or so we can present our findings. That way the community is aware of, the work didn't go in vain. This is what we have, and kind of to help all the efforts that are currently going on, hopefully push them forward as well.
So I'll officially introduce myself and team to those who don't know. My name is Judah, and I'm with Word on the Street with Judah. We are documentarians. We have been doing this work since 2018, since the George Floyd riots. We went out downtown Dallas while everybody else was running away from the danger. We were running to it, recording it, showing the people what was going on. That's our MO, that's our modus operandi. It is exposing our community to what's going on. This is the first Sandbranch movie that we did when we came out here the first time. We have been wanting to get as much exposure to this as possible. All you have to do is scan it and it'll pop right up for you. So what we have been doing is coming out here, engaging you guys, learning about the situation, recording this, putting it together, creating it, putting it in a documentary form instead of just, posting a post online, right? So we had a premiere for it. We brought several people out, let them know about it. High profile people, from the city of Dallas and in the arts and other things. We're trying our best to spread this message as far as we can. Right now we're working on the continuation, because what happens is a lot of times people come out and they'll report on the story and then they don't follow up. They don't tell people what's going on now. So what's going on now? What's happening now? So that's what we want to do. We want to continue to come out here and engage you guys until this is resolved. You know what I'm saying? Or until it's not resolved. But we will be out here, until. So that's the thing. We just want to make sure that our people, and when I say our people, I mean black people, people of color, white people who give a damn. Our people know that we don't sit back and wait on somebody to come and help us. Sure, we ask for help. We definitely ask for help. But we have never sat back and waited on anyone to come and help us. We have always organized ourselves. We have always looked for solutions ourselves, and we have always went the not mainstream but guerrilla route. So Everybody out here is an activist. Everybody out here is a revolutionary. The fact that your feet is on this ground right now, the fact you're sitting in this meeting, you know, it is what it is. The movement never stopped. The FBI thought they killed it. It never ended. You can't kill an idea. You know what I'm saying? You can't kill an idea. So with that being said, appreciate y'all, and all power to us.
Power to the people.
Thank you. Thank you for what you do. I didn't even know that. I ain't even lying. I thought it was other cities that were doing it.
Wow.
And it's a pleasure to meet you that you're actually doing it.
You too, man.
I don't even live here. I do barbecue. It's uplifting knowing that you do that.
Right on. Thank you, man. Yes, sir.
Through water panel technology and organizers, Sandbranch, Texas now has a fighting chance.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
Finally landed on this planet. The ship I commanded knocked over mountains and got me reprimanded. I smell racism in the air, I can't stand it. This world here is mine, and I demand it. World forces finally united. My ship was sighted. Now I want all of their resources and they can't fight it, cause I knew that they bite it and still failed to recite it. A wolf gang gon' catch wreck, y'all can place the bets. I ain't Cosby, I ain't got a drug get a touch it, but the beats cave your head in, drums are busted. I done captured like 10 world leaders, and I'm hot like 10 heaters. Also kidnapped 20 divas. The spaceship got 20 speakers, and I got 80,000 scientists trapped down off in my hole. Microsoft and Trump's business is all mine under control. This world been under attack, it's a war for your soul. You been told I was cold, but this player can't fold. I'm too hot to hold. Invaded your territory to get my glory tenfold.